Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. Today, out of basically any of the headlines that jumped out from the wrestling world today, the one that really jumped out at me the most is the headline: WWE Network announcement coming soon? Question mark. I guess WWE is finally pumping out the rumors that this network is actually really going to get off the ground. Every few months, we hear little nibbles here and there, but honestly, when it comes down to me, the WWE Network is nothing much more than some sort of like a JFK assassination film or the film of Bigfoot. Like, people keep pumping it out there and people keep on like saying little rumors and things about it, but honestly, I'm at the point now with the WWE Network that I'm going to have to actually really see it on my TV to actually believe it's going to be here. It's been too damn long. It's been past 2 years. It was back in 2011 when the WWE Network was actually coming together to the point where WWE actually made a commercial for it and they actually put it on Monday Night Raw saying that it was coming soon. Soon after that, we saw things like in the news like WWE was sending out surveys trying to see if you would pay extra in order to get the WWE Network. If it was added onto your cable, how much more would you be willing to pay before it was like, you know what, I love WWE, but it's too much to pay. With me, I came up with a number of $10. $10 is enough money in order to put it out there. From the way that I read the question on the comments, I can remember thinking that it sort of almost looked like WWE was trying to push itself into the sports bundle that is on a lot of cable things that you can add on. I already have that added onto mine in order to get like all the NFL networks and NBA TVs and things like that. So I might even get WWE thrown in to that and not even have to pay extra. Just keep paying what I am paying, which would be awesome. The $10 to $12, I don't know why. I draw the line at 10. I don't know how much more I can get with those $2 if I was to keep those a month, but just $12 just did not sound like a good number to me. After that, WWE started saying, what if we gave you pay-per-views and we just kept, like, the big four, all of this so-called, I guess you can say, like, in-your-house pay-per-views, the one that aren't the Royal Rumbles, the WrestleManias, the SummerSlams, and Survivor Series, the one that don't really make a ton of money. What if they were to give those to us for free? I said, fuck yeah. I mean, that's a steal. I mean, right now, if you want to order most of those pay-per-views, you're looking at throwing about $40 to $50 a month, and you're only asking us to give you $10 a month, every month, continuously. That's a deal. I mean, wow. I mean, if you're actually going to give us the real pay-per-views on Sunday nights, right when they air live, not like you're giving them to us like 2 days later. I don't want it to be like boxing, where like you can buy the pay-per-view on a Saturday night, and then if you wait a whole week, the next Saturday night on HBO, they re-air the fight. I mean, like, if you're going to pay, if you're going to have us pay for this network and put up, the pay-per-views and have it, to us live as they air, yes, that's a steal. That might earn the $12 a month that you might be asking for. They have a ton of stuff that they can put up there. They're always constantly using things. There's a thing in the news this week that they filmed one of the Mick Foley comedy shows, and they're going to make a Mick Foley comedy special. And Foley wasn't quite sure if this was being shot, for them to, use on the network, or if they were going to use this as something that they put up on Netflix for everyone to see that way, or if they were just going to put it up on the internet, on their site in order, to sort of put him over. Foley said that he used material that I guess you could say he was sort of retiring. So it isn't like you're seeing the show that you would pay money to go for and see in your town. He was just sort of using things that he was flushing out. So like if Foley's coming to your town, don't worry about watching the TV show because you don't want to waste your money on the show. You won't be. But I think when it all went south for me was when they put the date up there. The day that this was going to launch was the date of WrestleMania 28. And, they were going to go live right after WrestleMania, and that was going to be the kickoff to the big deal. And then, WrestleMania 28 came and went, and nothing was there. And if you can remember, it got pushed back into September, and then by the time September came, you found out that, the WWE didn't even have any networks, not Dish, not Comcast, not AT&T. Nobody had signed up to air this network ad. Basically, they were still at square one. All they had really released is a couple ideas of TV shows that they wanted to do. Of course, everybody knows about Legends House, the show that they filmed and is sitting on ice in some warehouse right now, waiting to be seen. Honestly, if you think about Legends House, that was probably filmed like 2 years ago, easily, and it's never seen the light of day anywhere. I don't know. Right now, the day that they're hoping for is February 24th, which would be the night of the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, which they could, use as like the kickoff to WrestleMania. Everybody can remember that they had, one of the shows that they were planning was going to be like a countdown special where they went over all the WrestleManias, and that's another show that's already been filmed. It's in the can. It's, just a WrestleMania rewind show. Honestly, if you want to put this network out, put this network out. You have enough footage. You have, everything from WWE, everything from WWF, WCW, ECW. You own, like, almost every United States, wrestling footage there is to have. The AWA, the World Class Championship Wrestling. About the only thing that you guys don't own is Memphis, because nobody really knows who owns the Memphis TV rights down there. There's so many countless things that they could do with this network in order to put it out there. And as long as I can, record certain shows that I need to record that I know that are never going to be on DVD, I'm going to be happy with anything that goes up on there. This could have been one of the best ideas of all times. But at this point, I think it's just, I don't know if WWE doesn't want to put all the money up that it costs in order to kick off this network, or if they're scared off by seeing, what's happened out there with the Oprah network and other networks that have launched lately, not doing the numbers that people thought they were going to do, or if just nobody takes the WWE seriously enough to, to be able to run a 24-hour network, and they might fall asleep at the wheel or something like that. I'm not sure. I know that the on-demand WWE, whatever that's called, 24/7. I had that for a long, long time, and that was well worth the $7 a month that I paid for it through Comcast. I used it to the point of when I knew I just wasn't going to be able to watch stuff anymore. Now, since then, I buy a lot more DVDs, and I can keep myself sort of entertained with those ones. But that network is, or not network, but that sort of on-demand feature is still going strong. Maybe they should just keep it looking in that direction and maybe just sort of popularize, what's going on with that. I don't even know if that's still offered. I just, see people tweet about watching it every once in a while. For some reason, it's not available on the cable company that I have. But if you were to put up stuff that I know that I wasn't going to be able to get anywhere else. The WWE Legends Roundtable discussions. Those are uploaded onto YouTube in a while. I haven't seen a new one in a good little while. But, when those were going strong, those were really, really good. I'm sure a lot of people have those in their wrestling collections. They released a whole bunch of the Legends sets. One of them was in the box set, and a few other ones were Best Buy exclusives, like the Hulk Hogan and Bob Backlund set. There's two guys on each one, and none of them really make sense that they're together. I think one's like Iron Sheik and Andre the Giant, but they've done 1,000 of those. If you have the NWO DVD that came out recently, they have one of those on the NWO recently. Real good stuff. If the WWE Network ever gets off the ground, I'm sure that it will be a money-making success. There's plenty of wrestling fans in the world that want to watch more wrestling. I've said 1,000 times. The one reason why I really watch TNA is because there's no other wrestling on Thursday nights. That's why they're still going strong. And I think that's why they'll always go strong. Even though a lot of people don't like the product, they watch what's going on because, let's face it, if you're watching this, you love wrestling. And that's what we want to watch. So, I don't know. What's your thoughts on the WWE Network? Do you think this is actually ever going to come, or are you like me, where you just think this is just a good idea that Vince has, but it's just never going to come to be. Peace out, everybody. Have fun.